Well, this can turn some heads. What up, doers? I just want to jump on here real quick and tell you guys 4 keystone behaviors and habits that motivate people to succeed in life. Now, I know a lot of us are really unmotivated, or that, no, not that. Motivation is like one of the toughest things to hack when people are talking about getting to their goals. And I know that like really motivated people, they can't really explain what makes them motivated because they're just like fish in water, and that is swimming. If you tried to ask a fish like, how do you swim? The fish would be like, what the hell are you talking about? Like I don't even know what swimming is. And if you explained like, well, swimming is this, you know, you just like, you get up and you just like, you keep going and you're going so fast and like, I don't know how. The fish would be like, well, I don't know, I just do it. And that's how motivated people feel about motivation. So they get up in the morning, they like do everything that they need to do to go and get those like really big goals that they want to achieve. And the rest of us are like, but like, what the hell, man? Like, why don't you just want to eat like pizza and watch Netflix, you know? I mean, the Nike slogan, like, just do it. Like, that was definitely created for these kinds of people, you know? Actually, it was probably created by these people, if we're honest. I've worked with like people from all different kinds of backgrounds, okay? And especially people who are like suffering from like anxiety or like feeling depressed. Those kinds of people like genuinely need like motivation hacks. So I'm gonna explain the 4 like cornerstones of motivation that I've seen throughout all of the different kinds of people that I've helped in my life and in, you know, my lazy ass self that also gets up at like 4:30 in the morning these days to go for a run. Actually, yesterday I got up at 3:45, but that's a whole different story. So the first realm of continuously staying motivated, staying inspired to achieve big goals or to succeed in your goals or your life, etc., is staying curious. This lies in the realm of the mindset and the way that it comes to pass. The action like in your life is like continuing education. So people who are motivated naturally, they are big thinkers, okay? They think big picture. They look at their day and think like, what can I do with this day? They look at their life or their week, you know, or even the next day and say like, what can I do today to make my life easier tomorrow, next week, next year? You know, like, what do I do with my time right now and what can I create with that time? This is a sense of curiosity and wonder at the world. This causes people to continuously ask questions and seek answers, which turns into them educating themselves about the things that they want to know, as well as connecting with other people who do know the things that they want to know, as experts in the field that they would like to excel in, which creates connections and bonds with like-minded people, etc., etc. I mean, staying curious is a huge motivation hack. Now, if this isn't you right now, I have a few tips. Make lists of like things that interest you as they come up. You know those times that you like want to Google something? Jot it down, like I have sticky notes everywhere. Or you can have like a book, you can be a little bit more organized about it and have it like in a little book. I used to do that when I was traveling. I would make questions all of the time. Way back in the day, you had to actually go to like an internet cafe to like get on the search engines. So I would like make lists in like a little notebook of all of the questions that I had for the internet, and then at a later time I would be in a Wi-Fi cafe or whatever, and I would ask questions to the machine and find really good resources on it. So this is a really good way for you to stay curious while not like getting distracted, because distraction is something that people can use to like actually like self-sabotage and like kill motivation. So like jot down those things that you're interested in, go back, look at them later. You can create playlists of like interesting videos, you know, when things pop up on YouTube and other places, or even Netflix. You can make playlists of things that you're interested in watching so that they're there when, you know, you have some time to kill or when you need a pick-me-up. Another great list to start making is a reading list. So I just use like the Apple Books app and on the want to read, and it doesn't even matter, you don't have to like get all the books through Apple Books, but you can put all the books that you want to read in the want to read list, and then they're always there. So when you're wondering like, what should I read, and I'm not feeling motivated, and you know, like I have no questions, I'm not curious right now, you actually have some resources that you can go to that will like stimulate your curious mind and get it back into that state. And then the last tip is to have a scheduled time every day where you learn. This will absolutely spark your curiosity every single day, because I mean, the world is full of wonders. Like reality check, the world is full of absolute wonders, and none of us, we could spend our entire times here on this planet trying to figure it out, and we would end up with more questions than we have answers. That's what happened with science. So stay in that curious mind, really develop that curious mind. The second cornerstone to staying motivated is keeping the fires stoked. So this lies in the realm of heart set, or like your emotional well-being, and the action that it like manifests in life. Like the way that you can tell that someone is keeping fired up is they show up. They show up for themselves, they show up for the things that they care about, they show up for their priorities. Motivated people have a ton of courage. Okay, like this isn't easy to just like show up in life every day and like show up as yourself, because it's like necessarily going to cause like, you know, conflict with other people. That's why we have the rule of law. So it's not easy to like continuously take challenges, you know, take risks, and to grow, you know. I mean, growth, it necessarily means that you're going into something that you don't understand. So this takes a lot of courage and a lot of comfort in yourself to just show up as you are for the things that you value. If this isn't you right now, I would recommend that you find a community of people who are like-minded, people who are interested in things that you're interested in, because what is one thing that's absolutely necessary for courage is to have a sense of belonging. So you at least need to feel worthy of belonging, if not have belonging, and usually those things go hand in hand anyways. So if you're not feeling courageous, schedule time with, you know, partners or loved ones if you do have that belonging and support. You know, cuddle with a partner and animal like on a regular basis. This has to be part of your daily habit, right? We're talking about staying motivated. And if you're like actually hurting from lack thereof, from lack of like partner or loving, you know, family or friends, then even like a stuffed animal or a real animal, or even like holding yourself and like going through the motions of like actually being in your grief and letting it go, you know, letting yourself cry and be upset and dance it out, you know, like get your juices flowing, get your fire stoked. Because nobody that is actually in this, nobody that is actually like going for life, nobody that is keeping their own fire stoked is ever going to judge you or put you down, ever. They're only going to be excited that you actually showed up for life too. So let the people who are like outside of life and they're not trying and they're not going for this stuff and they're not stoking their own fire and they're not showing up for themselves, like just let them go, let their opinions go, and start showing up for you. The third cornerstone in staying motivated for success is focusing on your purpose. This is in the realm of soul set. And the way that it manifests in your life, the action of focusing on purpose is like making aligned choices. Everyone on the planet has a gift to give. Everybody is here for a purpose. That is my personal opinion. And I think that honestly, I guess everybody thinks their opinions are facts, but like I really feel like my opinion is fact, because I feel like you would be hard pressed to find a single person on this planet that didn't have something that they could teach me. And highly motivated people, if there's one thing I hear consistently throughout highly motivated people who have, you know, achieved like truly incredible feats, is that they usually will say something along the lines of, well, I feel I just had to do it. Like I felt like there was no other option for me. And that is coming from an extremely purpose-aligned person. Because when you're aligned with that purpose, it does feel like the path of least resistance, or at least like the path that you are shooting down, that like you can't, you know, fight the inertia of. You just gotta go for it no matter what's in the way. And if this isn't you right now, I would highly recommend you detox your vibe. Detoxing your inner circle of people, places, things that don't make you feel aligned with that purpose is going to make a dramatic effect in your ability to show up for you. And if you are struggling with like finding a crew or finding connection with people that are actually, you know, like aligned with their purpose and like values focused, follow people on social media. Like, you got so much people out there that you can connect with, you know, like all kinds of people, all kinds of super high vibe people, and like study their lifestyle. Think about things that you can incorporate that are like them. And you know, I mean, yeah, like sure, we'd all like to have like designer couches and stuff, but you don't need to have like a whole bunch of money to actually live like a very like clean and tidy environment, like, you know, that like that famous person that you love, that's how they live. Or to eat like really well and healthy, and you know, you don't need like a personal trainer to go out and like get exercise every day. Like, you can actually incorporate things of like a high vibe lifestyle without having a ton of money. And reality check, like, energy is real, okay? It affects you. It affects you in a physical way. So like, take it seriously and really like show up for you. Keep that vibe strong. And the number 4 cornerstone, the last cornerstone of people who stay motivated to succeed in life, is they're constantly increasing their vitality. So this is the realm of body set, and the action that it manifests in your life is holistically healthy lifestyle choices. So it's habits, it's healthy habits in your life. And this is probably like the most correlated habit of all of the most successful people in the world, is exercise and eating well. They also get enough sleep. These are like, that is like the trio, the trilogy of like basic good health. And it's half of what I teach my students in Ideal Body Composition Comprehensive in my wellness brand, UpRoots Wellness. So if this isn't you right now, if you aren't like having holistically healthy habits on a daily basis, I would highly recommend that you start a program for yourself. Create a program for yourself that is going to change that. And if this is trouble for you, if like the just do it mentality is something that you just don't get, then my programs in my wellness brand, UpRoots Wellness, that they're made for you. So they're totally made for people that are like, how do I just do it, when they can't actually like follow through with the healthy habits, or the healthy habits aren't giving them the results that they want. That's who I create programs for. So I think I'll link something in the bio for healthy habits. Yeah, I will. I'll link a healthy habits free giveaway below that you can input your own habits that you want to form, and I'll show you how I form really healthy habits and holistically healthy lifestyle. And I'll give you like my whole schedule, and then like a blank schedule that you can also fill out, so you can choose which healthy habits you would like to form. I really hope that helped you guys out. I'm really stoked to be able to connect with you today. And if you like this, you can follow if you want, but definitely go and get that habit tracker at the very least. And I'll see you next time. These are blah, 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 blah. Real quick, and do a really no, like if you really want blah, blah, blah.